isn't just our slogan, it's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be, handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the...
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Boo Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill.
Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kalua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice.
Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
Asphalt, we don't often think about it, but we use it every single day. Holbrook Asphalt's innovative HA5 product slows asphalt aging by 67%, making roads last longer and cost less to own. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Flynn Group plays to win. From commercial to residential projects, we deliver the total building envelope. Roofing, glazing, and architectural metals. Championship quality every time. Flynn Group. We've got you covered. Flynn Group plays to win. From commercial to residential projects, we deliver the total building envelope. Roofing, glazing, and architectural metals. Championship quality every time. Flynn Group. We've got you covered.
From underwriting local sports to unbelievable local deals, you can trust the team at Finley Subaru. Count on us for sales, all the right parts, and out-of-this-world service every time. It's Finley Subaru on the saving side of the freeway.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out, with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Are you looking for a reliable vehicle that you can actually afford? I'm Harrison with Dixie Motors. We have 20 plus vehicles under 20 grand. Come check us out at 790 South Bluff Street, and we will see you soon.
Pain doesn't wait for a convenient time, and neither should you. I'm Dr. Steve Larson with Desert Pain Specialists. We provide expert pain care without the long wait. Same-day appointments are available and no referral is needed. Relief starts today.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Every young athlete starts somewhere. The great ones start here. Every session is coach-led, age-specific, designed for safety, growth, and real athletic development. Our turf awaits.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Welcome to St. George, Utah, the home of the Desert Challenge on the Fan Sports Network. I'm Herm Ellenboss. So glad to have you along this afternoon. And we will be here for 6 really fun volleyball matches featuring solid high school teams over the next 24 hours. In our first matchup today, we'll bring you the Faith Lutheran Crusaders, a team out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Last season, 22-15 on the year, 5-3. They are players in the 5A conference in Las Vegas. They will be going up against American Forks Cavemen. Coached by Melissa Guyman, they went 18-11 last year, 2-6 in conference play. They take on other opponents in the Class 6A Region 3 district in Utah. Faith Lutheran is coached by Amy Fisher, and what a record Amy Fisher has. She has been coaching for 38 years. Her first 13 years were at the college level back in the Midwest, and with the last 21 she has been coaching at Faith Lutheran High School in Las Vegas. So hats off to Amy Fisher for the solid lifetime effort she has offered the sport of high school volleyball. On the season, 1-0. They have defeated Durango, a Las Vegas high school. How about this for Amy Fisher? The NFHS, that's a national sports organization, honored her with Section 7 Volleyball Coach of the Year last year, and that's a high honor. I was also honored back in 2023 for the state of Montana, so I understand what goes into making that kind of a historic award to Amy Fisher. For the Cavemen, they are coached by Melissa Guyman. She is in her 4th season at American Forks and 7th season overall, and she coached at Hillcrest prior to coming to American Forks. So our first matchup today, the Faith Lutheran Crusaders up against American Fork. After that, we will be moving on to the home school here, the Desert Hills Thunder, taking on a team that if they have driven to this event, they would have driven 3,400 miles. Fortunately, there's air travel, and they're staying at the same motel as my wife and I are, so we got a chance to meet some of them here a little bit earlier. Then tomorrow, the teams that don't play tonight will be facing each other starting off at 9 a.m. with Desert Hills versus American Fork. Then 10:30, Diamond from Alaska versus Faith Lutheran. 12 p.m., American Fork versus Diamond. And then Desert Hills will finish it off versus Faith Lutheran. All those matchups will be brought to you right here on the Fan Sports Network. Well, let's take a look at our players that we will be featuring from each school here in the opening matchup. First, the American Fork Cavemen. They'll be going with middle hitter Daisy Roberts, a 5'9 junior. Bryn Murray is a senior setter. Tawny Fielding is a senior libero, wearing number 14. Murray is number 12. Daisy Roberts is number 2. Kelly Pranger is a sophomore libero, wears number 16. Elaney Lisenby, a junior setter. Number 18 is Olivia Lemon, a junior outside. Macy Melville will be one of the returning veterans from this squad for the Cavemen, and we will pause for the national anthem.
Get the whole family moving with the City of St. George Recreation Department. They offer fun, affordable youth and adult sports for all ages and skill levels. Make memories, stay active, and get out and play. Sign up today at sgcityutah.gov/sports.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new...
First match out of the gate. You got to figure out the rhythms and all that fun stuff, and that's what's going on right now here. as we wait for what's next. Faith Lutheran in the opening matchup will be in their maroon uniforms, and American Fork in their bright red, except for the liberos, of course. Okay, looks like starting lineups are next. And if I can see in the dark here, having some trouble with that. Looks like Shanice Morris for American Fork. I'm just going to have to wait till I have light up here. Shanice Morris for the Cavemen is a junior setter. Daisy Roberts, a 5'9" junior. Brooklyn Johnson, sophomore DS. Maddie Peterson, a junior middle blocker. Paige Hoke, a junior middle blocker. Bryn Murray wears number 12. She's a senior setter. Tawny Fielding is a senior libero. Pranger, a sophomore libero. Lisenby, junior setter. Lemon, a junior outside hitter. Melville, Brandt, and Hampton. And for the Faith Lutheran Crusaders, they will go with Ryan Day, a 6'1" junior outside hitter. Olivia Keel is a 5'6" junior setter. Camden Cook, a 5'7" junior setter. Amy Fisher runs a 6'2" offense. Abby Bunyan, 6'4" sophomore outside. Well, we saw her last year as a freshman. She was dynamite. Sarah Nigro, a 5'9" senior right side. Ellie Ford, a 5'5" junior libero. Abby Keys, 5'11" senior middle. Chloe Garcia, a 6' junior outside. Tori Castro, 6' senior outside. And Caroline Logan, a 5'9" junior middle. So there are the people that we will be talking about here for the most part in our first matchup of the day. Macy Melville, a senior, averaged 4.2 kills per set last year, hit 183, and also helped out on the defense with just under 3 digs per set. And she had 60 aces to lead her team. And the teams will meet at the net. American Fork on the left with the Cavemen on the back of their shirts, and Faith Lutheran on the right. And we are just about set to go with live action on the Fan Sports Network. Boy, if you got to come to an event like this, nice to come to this beautiful setting here in St. George, Utah. You don't know where to look. Everywhere you look, there's something that just is jaw-dropping. And people that live here just get used to it, I'm sure. But when you're from someplace else, it's quite a view. Of course, Alaska has a few of their own views up there in Anchorage. A little different, though, than what we see here with the many rock forms and things that turned out the way they did for unknown reasons. But we sure enjoy it. So final lineup checks going on with Amy Fisher. Melissa Guyman all set on her end of things. Liberos are poised to enter the field of play. Ellie Ford for the Crusaders in white. And Tawny Fielding on the left side wearing the black jersey for the Cavemen. And there we go. If you like high school volleyball, this is the place to be over the next 24 hours, and we'll be here right with you. So let's get to work here with volleyball as Bryn Murray opens up at serve for the Cavemen. She'll send it middle back. Nice play on the backside by the libero. Set to the outside, covered after the tip off the block. Here's the set to the backside. That's going to be saved with a dive by Ellie Ford. And into the net gives the Cavemen the first point of this tournament. Boy, Ellie Ford, super play there on defense. Didn't turn into a point, but something to put your faith in the rest of the afternoon. There's Ellie Ford again with a serve receive. Pounded through the block in the middle by Abby Keys. Keys gets up on that quick set, pounds it through the block, and we're tied up at 1. And back to serve goes Abigail Bunyan, 6'4" sophomore. She will bring some wicked swings here, and there's a wicked serve right off the bat, the ace for Abby Bunyan. Bunyan opens up with an ace. Abby last year led her team with 76 aces on the year. 2-1, Faith Lutheran. And Bunyan back to serve again from the left side. Another wicked shot, a little too wicked as it goes out the back door for the service error. And we are squared away at 2. Back for the Cavemen, Macy Melville. A senior on this Caveman squad. Jump serve. That's going to sail long after the swing and a miss by Tori Castro. She went up, pulled down the arm just at the last minute, and it was out. And back to serve Abby Keys. 3-2, Faith Lutheran. That's an ace for Abby Keys. So 2 aces in the first 4 points for the Crusaders. And Keys will load it up again from the left side with the jump serve. Waiting on the backside, another miss. So in each case, we had an ace and then a service error, and that'll be side out for American Fork. And Tawny Fielding will go back to serve. Senior libero for the Cavemen. Left side approach. That goes middle back. Bunyan's under it. The set to the backside. Stuff block. Up and down it goes. Alexis Brandt goes up with a no-no at the net. And we are tied up at 4. Solid swing right into the teeth of that block. And Cavemen point. And Fielding back to serve again for the service error. That will bring in Sarah Nigro to the front row for the Crusaders. And also back to serve, it'll be Brooklyn Johnson. I'm sorry, Camden Cook. Cook from the near right side, takes it middle back, popped up in the air. The outside swing from Destiny Hampton, covered by the Crusaders. Abigail Bunyan catches a little net, gets the floor for her first kill. That's a back row attack for Abby Bunyan. And once again, the lead 6-4. Camden Cook back to serve again. 5'7" junior setter. Middle back, Fielding has the pass. There's another jaw-dropping up by the libero, and she couldn't quite get squared up on that one. Ellie Ford made the big play. Second one came at her, couldn't quite get the feet under her. And that'll be a point for the Cavemen. Lemon back to serve. A junior outside hitter. And that's a service error. Back to the 2-point lead for Faith Lutheran. Tori Castro back to serve for the Crusaders. She'll set up on the Thunder logo. Get a nice approach on this one. 4-step approach, floater, middle back, to the middle, cross court. Ellie with another beautiful save that her team saves for her. The quick set to the backside off the top of the net. And Ellie Ford again makes the dig. Middle back, Tawny. Cross court, open corner. The corner store was open for Destiny Hampton, and she puts it away. Side out, Cavemen. Cavemen will serve. Destiny Hampton gets set. Takes it down the line. Bunyan with an on-target pass. Backside set. The flip against the grain. Down it goes. The tip falls for Sarah Nigro. Nigro, good court vision that time and goes against the grain. Finds the floor on the opposite side that she unloaded on. Ellie Ford now back to serve. See what she brings to the service line. Oh, we've already been amazed by her defense. Great pass to the backside. The tip doesn't go, covered by the Cavemen. And that leaves an open corner. And in the middle, Nigro scores again. Sarah saw the open backside and put it down. 3-point lead, largest lead of the first set for Faith Lutheran as Ellie Ford gets set. That'll bring a sub into the game for the Cavemen as Calla Pranger will come in. And Ford will load it up to try to get the Faith Lutheran team to double digits. Pop up on the serve, but covered on the other side by Melville. Tip to the back corner. Bunyan is there, but off target. That's not Bunyan. That was Tori Castro, and that'll be a point and a side out for the Cavemen. The lead is down to 2. And Alexis Brandt back to serve for American Fork. Left corner. Knuckleball, backside, covered by the Crusaders. A running swing for Bunyan. Opposite side, Ellie Ford can't steer that one in the right direction. And a muscle job to the floor for American Fork's Macy Melville. 1-point game as the Cavemen fight back, and Brandt gets set for the serve. Herm Ellenboss in St. George, Utah. Glad to have you along on the Fan Sports Network. Bryn Murray sets up the outside, too wide, and the point goes to Faith Lutheran. That'll bring back Tawny Fielding, the libero in the game for the Cavemen. Olivia Keel back to serve, 5'6" junior setter. From the right corner, the knuckleball, middle back, up by Pranger, to the outside, off the block, down it goes. That's Chloe Garcia goes up and makes a play at the net, takes the lead to 3. Stuff block at the net. Got squared up perfectly on that, and then American Fork helped with a touch as it was going down. Middle back, Tawny Fielding, on target pass, the tip on the front row by Melville. Set to the near side, knuckleball, catches the touch at the net. That steers it the wrong direction and to the floor for Faith Lutheran. That touch at the net creates a whole bunch of quick thinking opportunities for the backside. Popped up by Fielding. The running swing gets blocked to the floor at the net, put away by Abby Keys. 5-point lead, and we're going to have a timeout by Melissa Guyman, and we'll be back.
Of lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
In Beaver, Utah, just off I-15, there's a place where families slow down and make memories that last long after the trip is over. It's where familiar flavors, friendly faces, and simple moments come together. The Creamery, since 1952.
Crusaders run out to the 5-point lead, and that prompts the timeout from Melissa Guyman. Trying to get a side out here and slow down this Crusader run. As back to serve Olivia Keel. She drops a short one in. Fielding is right there. The quick, the tip behind the block. Bunyan handles it. Here comes Bunyan for the tip down. The Bunyan chop to the floor. And Abby Bunyan keeps the pressure on the Cavemen, taking the lead to 6. As Keel goes back to serve. Far right, just over the net. Fielding gets the pass on it. Back row attack, deep in the corner. Tough one off the backboard. Ellie Ford popped it up and hit the bottom of the basketball backboard. Little ricochet rabbit there, and that's going to turn into a Cavemen point after Faith Lutheran couldn't react to it. Here's Bryn Murray. Down the line. Quick set. Stuffer at the net. Solid stuff for Olivia Lemon. Junior outside hitter. And now Guyman's team starting to make a little headway on that 6-point lead as Murray loads it up again. Service error. And Abby Bunyan will go back to serve for Faith Lutheran. Coming up next, we have Diamond High School out of Anchorage, Alaska, taking on the home team, the Desert Hill Thunder. Here's Bunyan. Wicked serve, a little long. That one sailed on her, got the float serve going, floated a little bit too much. Side out, Cavemen. Macy Melville back to work at the service line. And she might have had the miss, but she didn't. And from the middle, the crossing shot falls for Daisy Roberts. 15-12. Cavemen within 3. Melville shoots it, middle back. That was a little bit of a muff off the chin there for the libero, Ellie Ford. Here's the attack. Outside, the tip. Covered on the backside by Bunyan. At the net, tips it off the top of the block. The quick, right into the net. A little bit too tall a net that time for Destiny Hampton. Those are so tough to read with a spin on the ball and you're going the wrong direction, and it didn't work out that time for the Cavemen. In the game now, Shanice Ryan Day, 6'1" junior for the Crusaders. Waiting to serve, Abigail Keys. Keys, the 4-step hopper, catches the line. Seeing eye kill right on the sideline for Keys. She's got an ace, a stuff block, and another ace now in this opening match. 5-point lead for the Crusaders. Keys will set it up again. Just over the net. Fielding with a nice play just to keep it alive, and then the tip into the donut hole as the Crusaders spread out and wait for someone else to make the play. Side out Cavemen. Tawny Fielding to serve. Tawny left side into the net. You give one, you get one. Or is it the other way around? You get one, you give one. And into the front row for Faith Lutheran, Sarah Nigro is back. Little find the ball duty for Camden Cook as she gets set to serve. 18-13 now, favoring Faith Lutheran. Middle back. The set, tip down the line. They're calling that a lift. Below the net, got too much hand on the ball. 6-point lead. Camden Cook on the serve again. Right down the line. Popped up by Hampton. On the front row, the tip down the line. Right there, Ellie Ford. The set to the backside. Camden Cook has it. Little tip towards the donut hole, covered with a beautiful save from the backside. Here's the attack. Murray sets up the middle. That's going to find the floor. The surprise tip shot finds the floor for the side out. And Olivia Lemon will take over at serve. Lemon, jump serve, middle back. Ellie Ford pops it up. Running save for Camden Cook. The set to the nearest hitter over the net. Cleanup duty at the overpass taken care of by Destiny Hampton. And once again, the Cavemen within 4. Haven't gotten within about 2 or 3 since the early part of this matchup, this set. And back to serve Lemon. Torrey Castro gets the set. In the middle, the tip behind the block. Covered. Back row smash for Bunyan. What a cover in the middle back for the Cavemen. It's going to turn into a point. Macy Melville single-handedly saves that point for the Cavemen. The up and then the swing at the net took care of business for the Cavemen. And back to serve. It'll be Olivia Lemon. Overpass, put away at the net. Destiny Hampton cleans up the mess at the net for the point, and now it's Amy Fisher's turn for the timeout. And we'll be back.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Scooter's Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee. Anytime is a good time to sip and smile. Scooter's Coffee, open 7 days a week.
Relatives coming to visit? Not enough room? Maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool. Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Visit stgeorgeutahvacationrentals.com.
And welcome back to the Desert Challenge opening match in St. George, Utah. I'm Herm Ellenboss. Glad to have you along on the Fan Sports Network. Well, the Cavemen making a move here in the middle part of this first set. They were down by as much as 6, but now they've closed the gap to just 2. Amy Fisher trying to turn things around for her Faith Lutheran team. Olivia Lemon resumes the serve. Ellie Ford with an on-target pass. The set to the backside. Down it goes. The kill for Torrey Castro. Boy, that was a wide open corner. That's one of those the coach sees something, sees a little lean or whatever else, and set that play up in the huddle, and that worked to perfection. Torrey Castro back. Nice save from the backside. That's going to hit Ellie Ford in the wrong place and fumbles it way to the floor. And once again, Cavemen within 2. The kill for the Cavemen. Here's Destiny, the serve. Cook has the set. Tipped over the top by Nigro. Little flip. Cook makes a nice running save. Bunyan gets a tip off the net. That slows it down for the back row. That turns loose the hitter for the Cavemen, Lemon. That's off the top of the net. The top of the net touch takes it outside the line. We've got a 1-point game. A little touch on the top of the net, just enough to sail it wide. And Destiny Hampton will try to get this into a tie in the first set for American Fork. Cross court, handled beautifully on the backside. Block at the net. Cook, what a save. Back row attack. Fielding right there. Outside it goes. Stuff block. Solid. Solid play for Sarah Nigro, preserving the lead for now. Perfect blocking position turns into the results you want, and a key play for the Crusaders. And Ellie Ford back to serve. Pop up by Hampton. Run down. Back row attack. Ellie Ford with a dig. Cook. Back row attack. Handled. That's just misses the basketball backboard. Destiny Hampton tips it over. Ellie Ford is there. Cook to the middle, and the crossing shot goes. Abigail Keys finds the lane for the kill. And Faith Lutheran closing in on a first set win. 3-point lead after the Cavemen got within 1 at 20-19. Here's Ellie Ford. Floater, and that's an ace for Ford. 2 points away for Faith Lutheran in the first set. Cavemen on their toes. They don't want to give an easy one here to the Crusaders. As Ford loads it up left side. Net violation, service error, side out, Cavemen. Big play in a negative way for the Crusaders. Positive play for the Cavemen. And back to serve, Alexis Brandt. Already has a stuff block in this game. She'll load up from the deep left side. Floated over the top. Camden Cook, backside for Bunyan. One arm save, keeps it alive. Cavemen still in business. Push over the top, picked off in the front. This one has to be over, and it is. Good reflex play on defense for Alexis Brandt. And a miss out the backside takes Faith Lutheran to set point opportunity here. And Melissa Guyman wants a timeout. Let's take a short one here, a 30-second.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 350 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now. Visit redrockrealestate.com.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
It's no mistake time now for the Cavemen in this first set. Crusaders have been resilient. They gave up most of their lead. It was down to 20-19. Since then, it's been a 4-1 run in crunch time for the Crusaders. And Olivia Keel for the Crusaders will try to take it home from the service line. Keel right down the line. Popped up by Macy Melville. Back to Melville. Can she keep it going? She does. A tip to the donut hole for Melville. That's your senior leadership there. Once again, Melissa Guyman says, let's set up our big hitter here. And that keeps it alive. 24-21. Bryn Murray, the setter, back to serve. Tori Castro steps in front to make that play. Blocked at the net. Ford sets up the front row. Cross court. Great save by Fielding to keep it alive. Melville gets dug out. Push from the backside. Covered by by Fielding. And then Melville gets it down. Did they call it down? Pancake effort, but I think the point goes to American Fork. And it does. The flag might have come in a little soon on that, but the end result was point for the Cavemen. Can they get to within one? Here's Bryn Murray. Middle back. Fielding has a little pop-up to the front row. Bunyan off the block and down for the win. Abby Bunyan puts it away with a kill off the block. First set goes to Faith Lutheran, 25-22. We'll be back with set number 2.
The Pickle Pad and Crave Social Eatery is opening this fall at the Promenade at Red Cliffs, and they're building a team that brings the energy. The Pickle Pad is family-friendly and designed for events and celebrations, hiring motivated people for all positions: hospitality, kitchen, court support, and guest experience roles. If you love fast-paced fun, great food, and working in a one-of-a-kind entertainment space where no 2 days are the same, this is your moment. Apply now and be part of St. George's newest indoor pickleball and dining destination.
Looking for a great lunch and great value with endless options for everyone? Then hurry over to Mountain Mike's Pizza for our all-you-can-eat lunch buffet. Mountain Mike's Weekday Lunch Buffet. It's lunch and salad bar the way it ought to be. To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the...
Hello? Cheesesteak?
Grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Boo Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill. Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kahlua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice. Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
Asphalt, we don't often think about it, but we use it every single day. Holbrook Asphalt's innovative HA5 product slows asphalt aging by 67%, making roads last longer and cost less to own. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
So Faith Lutheran opens up with a hard-fought first set victory, 25-22 on the big kill by Abby Bunyan, 6'4" sophomore outside. So 1-0 Faith Lutheran, and the Cavemen will try to even it up here in the second set. Coming up next on the Fan Sports Network, it'll be the home team, the Desert Hills Thunder, last year's 4A state volleyball champions in Utah, will take on the state champions at the highest level from Alaska, Diamond High School. Should be a fantastic matchup here and a chance to see a couple of schools a long ways from each other go after it in a common sport. And Faith Lutheran will serve first in the second set. That'll set up Olivia Keel at the service line. She'll load it up, take it down the line. Floater, Destiny keeps it alive barely. Push over the top, covered. Melville can't handle that one, backing up, and the first point goes to Faith Lutheran. Keel starting out at setter in this set for Faith Lutheran. And she's back to serve now, trying to make it 2-0. Middle back. Melville gets it up and into the net, makes it 2-0 on the miss hit in the middle. Daisy Roberts can't quite get it over the net. Here's Keel. And Keel floats it middle back. Bryn Murray. That's going to find the floor, and Macy Melville gets her team on the board here in the second set. And back to serve, Bryn Murray. Bryn, the four-step approach. She'll get the ace. No, Ellie Ford got back there with a hustle play, but no one there to cover and count the ace for Bryn Murray. We're squared away at 2. Murray. Same spot, same result, 2 aces in a row for Bryn Murray. She's the setter for this Cavemen team, handles the ball an awful lot. And Murray will go for the trifecta here. Nope, she gets shut down by the net with a service error, and we're tied up at 3. And Bunyan back to serve for Faith Lutheran. She'll set up on the R of the Thunder logo. She's got a wicked serve. Boy, nice pass there. Gets it right on the net. Pushed over, and that's going to go to the Cavemen on a lift call against the Crusaders. That might be the Cavemen's first lead of the afternoon. Melville back to serve. From the right corner, floater, middle back, up by Castro. Castro gets it back, pushed into the air by Bryn. To the outside to Destiny Hampton, covered by Ellie Ford. Back row attack for Bunyan. Bunyan gets up by Bryn Murray. Set back to Hampton, blocked back. Covered, back to Hampton. She'll try a tip this time, still handled by Tori Castro. The shot down the line, fielding is there. Up again to Hampton, tipped off the top of the block. Covered by Olivia Keel, and finally a stuff block ends it all by Daisy Roberts. And it's 5-3. Great rally. Everyone showing their stuff, but a solid stuff block ends it 5-3. And Tawny Fielding back to serve. Snaps the wrist, cross court. Keeling And through the block and down from the outside for Chloe Garcia. 5-4 Cavemen. Keys back to serve. And she'll load it up with a 4-step approach. Send it cross court to Hampton. Hampton gets the setback. She is rejected but covered. Back to Hampton. Another swing. This time she gets it down. Gets it off Olivia Keel. Hampton scores on the second attempt. And it's back to the 2-point lead for the Cavemen. Olivia Lemon's turn to serve. A junior outside hitter. And she says, nope, not my turn. Not sure what happened there. I think she ran out of time. You only have 5 seconds to get that serve off, and that mix-up costs the Cavemen a point. And back into the game comes Sarah Nigro on the front row for Faith Lutheran. And back to serve, the second setter in the 6'2 offense, Camden Cook. She's quite the defender as well. And Cook will finally get the signal. She'll try the approach again. Now she's all off, but still gets it over. Hate it when that happens. And the kill is long by Lemon, and we're tied up at 6. That ball never really had a chance for Cavemen as far as everything was messed up for both sides. On the backside, Melville covers it. At the net, Tori Castro. Push back. Ellie Ford is there. Nice stab into the air by Olivia Lemon. Kept it alive. Melville gets it back. Push to the backside. Covered, and that's too long. And the Cavemen take the lead 7-6. Lemon will shoot for the 2-point lead. Takes it across court. Popped up by Tori Castro. Castro gets the setback. And that's a miss off the block for the 7-7 tie. Into the game comes Calla Pranger for the Cavemen. Tori Castro will take over at serve. Amy Fisher with the service location on her whiteboard. Middle back, Macy Melville at the net. Down it goes. Alexis Brandt got that one in the sweet spot and put it away. 8-7. Destiny Hampton back to serve. Senior outside hitter. Popped up by Tori Castro to the near side. Boy, Bunyan got wood on that one. A swing to the floor by Abby Bunyan. If you had a velocity meter on all of these hitters that we've seen so far, I think you'd see an extra MPH or two from Abby Bunyan. Although there's some good swingers all over this gym. 8-8 tie as Ellie Ford loads up the serve. Hampton backside. Push at the net, won by the Crusaders. Abby Bunyan wins the duel at the net. And for the first time in this set, the Crusaders take the lead 9-8. Ellie Ford try to build on that here. Down the line, Hampton overpass, slam to the floor. There's Bunyan with a chop shot. And Bunyan unstoppable over the last few minutes. 10-8. 6'4", sophomore. She's got spring. She's got all that stuff coming together at the top of her swing. And when she can hit it straight down, look out below. Ellie Ford back to serve. Bunyan has taken over this game in the attack position. Popped up by Calla Pranger. The quick off the top of the block on the swing by Alexis Brandt. On the outside, Sarah Nigro. Back set. Melville covered by Ford. Camden, Cook, dig on the backside by Hampton. Back to Melville, tries the sideline, covered by the Crusaders. Bunyan with the last gasp swing. Back to the front row, Bryn, and the swing is down for the side out. 10-9. Evenly matched teams here. We saw that in the first set. Here we go again with the second set. Same story. Back to serve Alexis Brandt for the Cavemen. Floater, near side, tight to the net. Save, but not over the net. Camden Cook gave it a whirl, but couldn't get it over the tape. And we're tied at 10 as American Fork comes back to tie it up. Alexis Brandt will go for the lead. Floater off the net, a flopper, covered somehow by the Crusaders. Sarah Nigro makes the play. On the near side, Melville, dig by Ellie Ford, tries the back row attack, doesn't get over the net. Short arm on the tip, on that tip job by Tori Castro, couldn't quite get it over the tape. And now it's the Cavemen's turn to put together a little run here. They have come back from a 2-point deficit, and now they've taken over by 1. Middle back, Castro. There's Bunyan again. You heard that loud thump on your radios and on your internet device. That was Bunyan unloading. She's got 6 kills already in this matchup. Nigro will take a seat. And back in the front row will come Chloe Garcia. Keel will take over at the serve for the Crusaders. Floater, handled, quick to the middle, pushed to the backside by Daisy Roberts. There's Bunyan again, she misses. We'll see if she keeps swinging quite so hard. She finally got a miss on one of those thumper shots. See if that gets in her head. I doubt it, the way we've seen her play. 12-11, Cavemen take over the lead. And back to serve Bryn Murray. And we're back to the 12-12 tie. Bunyan will go back to serve. She's got the high trajectory on the contact point on the serve. She can really get a lot of things going on with the serve. Let's see if it happens here. Nope, she goes to the dump. And overpass covered somehow by Bryn Murray. That was impossible. And Bunyan covered again by Murray. She's going to see Murray in her sleep. Third time, nope. The block is there on the tip. Tip was the wrong choice. And give that kill to Garcia. And the Crusaders take over the lead in the Seesaw second set. Crusaders took the first set, 25-22. Bunyan gets set. Now she whistles one back there. Fielding, overpass, mishandled at the net, and the big serve turns into a Cavemen point. As at the net, Tori Castro couldn't handle that really tight to the net return. 13-13 tie. The Diamond Lynx are in the house. Getting ready for their next matchup. Overpass, put away, and the Cavemen lead. Olivia Lemon with cleanup duty at the net on that overpass. Thanks to the good serve by Macy Melville. Here's Melville again. Dump shot. Nope, couldn't quite dump it far enough. And she gets rejected by the tape. 14-14 tie. Boy, we are not getting much separation in this second set. Very similar to the first set, but at least we had a 6-point margin one time in the first set. Tip behind the block and a miss by Melville. That's not Melville, Lemon. Tipped it too wide. The backside of that block by the Crusaders was wide open. So you're kicking yourself back to the huddle on that one. Abigail Keys back to serve. Boy, that's a good one. That's going to get out of here. Keys with the ace. Might be able to play that on a ricochet off the scoreboard, but it wouldn't count. Keys, boy, she unloaded there. 5'11" senior. Melville needs some tending to. And here comes the rapid fire bandage. You wonder how they don't go get bleeding more often the way these girls are diving all over the floor. You know they have knee pads, but why don't you put some knee pads on sometime and dive on a floor and see how it goes. You're going to end up bleeding. So 16-14, we have a break in the action as Melville gets tended to by her training staff. I don't believe we're going to be going long, so hang with us here on the Fan Sports Network. I'm Herm Ellenboss. Glad to have you along today. And 5 more matches after this between now and about 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon on the Fan Sports Network. Macy Melville gets tended to by Melissa Guyman and other training people on the sideline for American Fork. American Fork right on the south side of Salt Lake City. Faith Lutheran kind of on the southwest side of Las Vegas. About the same distance for each team, I think, coming in here today. The champions on the travel time would have to have been the Diamond Lynx. 3,390 miles for them to, if they were to drive it. Of course, it's only 2,400 by air. But anyway, here we go out of the injury timeout. And back to serve, Abigail Keys, handled by Hampton. Here's the back row attack by Melville. She'll shoot it to the opposite side. Keel up to the front row. Castro. Bryn Murray out to Hampton, off the block. Nice save. The tip keeps it alive on the front row. Tori Castro down the line, caught some tape. That threw off the defense, and the kill goes to Olivia Lemon. And the Cavemen within 1. As Tawny Fielding back to serve. Left corner, cross court, Bunyan, no problem. Keel sets the backside for the big swing, and down it goes for Chloe Garcia. And side out for Faith Lutheran. Sarah Nigro back into the game for the Crusaders. And the 2 of the 6-2 setter strategy, Camden Cook back to serve. Melville with the perfect up. Front row, Hampton. Hampton gets good wood, but she's stuffed at the net by Shanice Morris. Morris went up with that swing and takes the lead to 3 for Faith Lutheran. Cook back to serve. Faith Lutheran trying to build a little space here. Sinker ball handled by Melville, and that's down on the front row. Lemon connects. Side out, Cavemen. Olivia Lemon will go back to serve. Here's Lemon, cross court, up by Castro. That's off the block. That's going to be ricocheted out of reach. And count that one for Tori Castro. She gets a little help from some tips along the way. That'll send Lemon to the bench and bring in Alexis Brandt. 3-point lead now for the Faith Lutheran Crusaders. Castro serves, overpass, Bunyan gets it. Look out below, and Bunyan gets the easy overpass. Bunyan chops it to the floor. 20-16. Faith Lutheran pulling away. Coming up next, Diamond and Thunder Hills, couple of state champions in their respective states. Tip behind the block. Off the Murray set. Nice cover there by Castro, but Cavemen get the point. Big point there for the Cavemen. Crusaders made a valiant effort, but couldn't come up with the play. Here's Destiny Hampton to serve. She explodes into that serve. Cross court swing on the floor, Ryan Day. Boy, there was a lane there for one time. That pretty good defense for the Cavemen gave Ryan Day a nice lane. And Faith Lutheran closing in on a 2-0 lead here as Ellie Ford goes back to serve. Back row attack for Destiny Hampton. Ellie Ford can't handle it. Hampton with the score. That slows down the Crusader Express for now. Alexis Brandt will serve from the left corner. Cross court, middle back, handled by Castro. On the front row, Nigro gets the kill, 22-18. Nigro finds that same lane that we just saw, connected with by Ryan Day. Block's got to move over just a hair on the front row, if I know anything. Probably not. Here's Keel. Fielding has the play. Outside, Melville. Boy, that was her best swing of the day. She reached back into the power zone and put that one away. That had to feel pretty good for Macy Melville. Side out, Cavemen. Crusaders 3 points away. Cavemen 3 points behind. And Murray back to serve. Tough service error there. And Bunyan back to serve. Cavemen have to be on their toes on this Bunyan serve. She can have a timeout. Melissa Guyman wants to talk it over. 23-19 Crusaders. We'll be back.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Flynn Group plays to win. From commercial to residential projects, we deliver the total building envelope. Roofing, glazing, and architectural metals. Championship quality every time. Flynn Group. We've got you covered.
From underwriting local sports to unbelievable local deals, you can trust the team at Finley Subaru. Count on us for sales, all the right parts, and out-of-this-world service every time. It's Finley Subaru on the saving side of the freeway.
Well, neck and neck for most of this second set, but in the last few points, the Crusaders have pulled away, and now they're knocking on the door, just 2 points away from a 2-0 lead here in the Desert Challenge. Here's Bunyan. Bunyan just over the net, popped up by Tawny Fielding. To the near side, kept alive on the backside by Bunyan. Castro at the net, Fielding with a dig. Backside, Melville finds the floor, big play. The tip finds the donut hole for Macy Melville. 23-20. And Melville back to serve. Melville down the line. Castro has the up. Camden Cook, and takes the Faith Lutheran Crusaders to set point. 24-20. Set point opportunity for Faith Lutheran. That swing caught a couple of tips and no chance for the back row. Abigail Keys back to serve. Cross court, popped up. Covered, that's a tough one, that's it. 25-20, and Faith Lutheran has the 2-0 lead.
Flynn Group plays to win. From commercial to residential projects, we deliver the total building envelope. Roofing, glazing, and architectural metals. Championship quality every time. Flynn Group. We've got you covered.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out, with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Are you looking for a reliable vehicle that you can actually afford? I'm Harrison with Dixie Motors. We have 20 plus vehicles under 20 grand. Come check us out at 790 South Bluff Street, and we will see you soon.
Pain doesn't wait for a convenient time, and neither should you. I'm Dr. Steve Larson with Desert Pain Specialists. We provide expert pain care without the long wait. Same-day appointments are available and no referral is needed. Relief starts today.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Every young athlete starts somewhere. The great ones start here. Every session is coach-led, age-specific, designed for safety, growth, and real athletic development. Our turf awaits.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Get the whole family moving with the City of St. George Recreation Department. They offer fun, affordable youth and adult sports for all ages and skill levels. Make memories, stay active, and get out and play. Sign up today at sgcityutah.gov/sports.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Back on the Fan Sports Network with the Desert Challenge as we get set for the 3rd set of the challenge. Faith Lutheran has taken the 2-0 lead here against American Forks Cavemen. So Cavemen need this one or they will take the 3-0 sweep at the hands of Faith Lutheran. Olivia Lemon starts things out. Castro takes the swing. Lemon on the cover. Castro with a nice dig on the backside. Keel sets up Bunyan for the kill. And it's 1-0 Faith Lutheran. Bunyan has to be one of the go-tos here as a sophomore. She already was kind of that at this tournament last year as a freshman. Bryn Murray sets up the middle and a miss for Alexis Brandt. 2-0 Faith Lutheran. And back to serve, Olivia Keel. Keel gets covered by Tawny Fielding in the middle. The back row attack from Melville, covered by Ellie Ford. Backside swing for Chloe Garcia. Ellie Ford sets up Bunyan. That's going to find the floor. Bunyan with 2 kills already in this 3rd set. A lot of velocity. I think coaches would say that Abby hits a heavy ball. Fielding on the backside. Takes it to Destiny Hampton for the miss, and nothing going the way of the Cavemen in the early going. And Melissa Guyman close to the timeout. 4-0 Faith Lutheran. Here's Keel, backside. Melville, dump shot attempt, easily covered by Olivia Keel. Here's Bunyan, blocked out of bounds. And it's 5-0 as Bunyan unstoppable so far here in this 3rd set. She was kind of that way towards the end of the last set as well. And Keel just serving up the points here for her team. Fielding, they'll set up Melville, stuff block in the middle. Guess who? Abigail Bunyan. Bunyan is everywhere. We got to count, make sure there's not 2 of her out there in the early going here in this set. 6-0 start here for Faith Lutheran as Keel loads it up. Sinker ball, that's an ace. Boy, you could see that ball drop after it went over the net with the top spin serve from Olivia Keel and count the ace and the 7-0 lead. Keel loads it up again, just over the net. Tawny Fielding gets under it. Outside, Hampton. Hampton, one-arm save by the Crusaders. Back to Bunyan, and she finally made a mistake. And the Cavemen are on the board. Tried to get cute down that line and just missed it. Just a little outside, as they say. And back to serve Alexis Brandt. Cavemen have some work to do. Bunyan with the up. Keel, the tip by Bunyan. Here's Bryn Murray outside to Melville. The pop off the block slows it down for Ellie Ford. Up to the front row and down to the floor for Chloe Garcia. They went away from Bunyan, found a single block, and down it goes for the 7-point lead. And Bunyan back to serve. Bunyan left side. The rocket. Melville handles it no problem. Bryn Murray backside, pushes away from the block to Alexis Brandt. There's Bunyan with a back row attack. It's the Abigail Bunyan show. And her Uncle Paul would be proud. Just joking there. She probably doesn't have an Uncle Paul Bunyan. Abby Bunyan back to serve. Just missed. She just missed the foot fault there and ended up forgetting about hitting the serve over. And, well, I guess Abigail's human. 9-2. Alexis Brandt back to serve. Cavemen have spotted the Crusaders 7 points. Backside, Ellie Ford, Keel. Up ahead, Castro into the block. Cavemen handle it all the way over the net. Catches the top of the block on the swing by the Crusaders. Backside to Melville. Bunyan sweeps it into the air. Castro keeps it alive. Keel. And at the net, Destiny Hampton keeps it alive. That's going to be impossible to make a play on for Melville. Side out Crusaders. That pass sent Melville behind the post. And Abby Keys back to serve for Faith Lutheran. Faith Lutheran 2 matches tomorrow against Diamond and Desert Hills. Destiny Hampton hustle plays that one, keeps it alive. Bunyan tight to the net. Keel, that's a little over the head of her hitter, but Ryan Day makes the play. Went up an extra inch or two when she had to and kept it alive, gets it to the floor. Don't know how those players do that, where they go up higher when they're already in the air. It's the magic of athleticism. And back to serve, Abby Keys. Whistler back to Tawny Fielding. Destiny Hampton. This will be back row attack almost for Macy Melville. Kyle Castro, stuff block. And how about Daisy Roberts with her second stuff block of the day? 5'9" junior gets up and stuffs her down. That had to feel good. 11-3 now. As back to serve, Bryn Murray. Murray, sinker ball. Tight to the net. Net violation, Cavemen. Little Spider-Man action there for Olivia Lemon. You're watching or listening to the Fan Sports Network. You can watch a replay of this game after the match. They'll post it on the Fan Sports Network archives. And back to serve, Camden Cook, and an ace for Cook. And Faith Lutheran having their way with American Fork this set, and Melissa Guyman wants to talk it over. We'll be back.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Shop local, shop smart at Appliance Wholesalers Plus. Check out Cafe and GE Profile or Modern Glass, modern laundry sets, refrigerators, and more. Get the brands you want and the local service you deserve. It's always appliance season at AWP.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
13-3, biggest lead of this matchup between Faith Lutheran and American Fork. And Faith Lutheran in charge, unless the Cavemen put together a rally. Camden Cook back to serve for the Crusaders. Here's Bryn Murray, loads up the outside. Melville, high bounce off the block. New libero in the game for Faith Lutheran. The cross is going to fall, and no, she missed. Castro missed it by that much. And let's check in who our new libero is, Isabella Harmon. So Isabella Harmon takes over for Ellie Ford. Keep Ellie Ford fresh for future matchups here. Camden Cook to the middle, airs out her hitter, and that's going to be 2 in a row for the Cavemen. A little timing issue there, and Ryan Day couldn't stay in the air long enough. Here's Melville, off the block, off the top of the net rather. Harmon pops it up. Nigro covered. Backside. Brandt. And Castro mishandles that one. And Faith Lutheran has turned into a very charitable team here over the last few points, making the mistakes that weren't there earlier, and I'm sure Amy Fisher not too happy about that. She's got some new players in there, but probably expects just about the same performance from anyone that's out on the floor. Melville just missed the ace. That'll hand the serve back to Faith Lutheran. And back to serve Castro. 6-foot senior outside hitter. Set up on the H of Thunder, down the line. Fielding can't handle that one, and an ace. Torrey dials 1. 15-6. 9-point lead in the third set. It's a 2-0 set lead for Faith Lutheran. Here's Castro. Fielding handles it. Bryn Murray sets up the backside, down to the floor, swing to the spot. The corner store was open for Alexis Brandt. 15-7. And Tawny Fielding back to serve. Senior libero. Castro's on it. Cook outside. Bunyan for the hammer. That white blur there, folks, on your camera, that was Bunyan's swing. And that is just, I would say that's about her 6th kill in this set already. And we're only at 16, folks. And she has an ace and a stuff block. Other than that, not doing much. Here's Destiny Hampton, handled by Castro. Cook, back to Bunyan, cross court. Fielding is there. And a mishandle at the net for Alexis Brandt. 17-7. Harmon back to serve. Isabella Harmon, a 5'4" junior. And she's a lefty, folks. Middle back, ace for Harmon. That's pretty sweet, coming off the bench, getting the ace. See, Coach, I should be playing all the time. 18-7. And Melissa Guyman's going to talk to her team. 18-7, Faith Lutheran, and we'll be back.
Of lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com, wilkinsons.com, or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
In Beaver, Utah, just off I-15, there's a place where families slow down and make memories that last long after the trip is over. It's where familiar flavors, friendly faces, and simple moments come together. The Creamery, since 1952.
Back at the Desert Challenge in St. George, Utah on the Fan Sports Network. Your home for year-round sports. I'm Herm Ellenboss, glad to be courtside here at high school volleyball at its finest here in Utah. Faith Lutheran closing in on the first victory of this Desert Challenge as Harmon goes back to serve, left hands it back to Melville, up to Destiny, and Destiny gets the kill off the top of the block. Destiny Hampton, high hands kill to get the side out for her team. It's another coach call. Saw something there, said, come on over, girls, let's try this play. And back to serve, Calapranger. Correction, Brandt. And that's going to go to the Cavemen. So 2 in a row out of the timeout. Alexis Brandt back to serve. Single-digit lead now for Faith Lutheran. Brandt goes middle back. Camden Cook. And there's another bomb from Bombs Away Bunyan. Boy, what a show. What a show she is putting on. 19-9. Faith Lutheran 6 points away from going home, taking a rest, coming back tomorrow for 2 more before the drive back to Vegas. Jordan Stern will serve. Amy Fisher bringing in some bench people. She's another lefty. For just like Harmon, Melville handles it. Bryn Murray. The crossing swing goes down. That's Alexis Brandt with the right angle there, getting her team to double digits. Destiny Hampton back to serve for Faith Lutheran. Floater, middle back, Isabella Harmon. To the near side, high bounce off the block, finds the floor. Little bounce, drops it in the middle of the donut hole. And the point goes to Faith Lutheran. Tori Castro back in the game for the Crusaders. And Bunyan back to serve. 20-10. All round numbers on the board. That's way out the back door. 20-11. And that will set up Alexis Brandt at serve from her left corner spot. Cocks the arm, back to Bunyan, up to the setter, Stern, and the tip to the donut hole right in front of Alexis Brandt. 21-11, 4 points away for a sweep for Faith Lutheran. Abigail Keys back to serve. And Keys cocks the arm, shoots it back to Melville. Melville gets the set. Can't get anything on it, it's behind her. The back set and a stuff block for Melville. Melville shuts it down, and it's 21-12. Bryn Murray will go back to serve for the Cavemen. Right corner, Bunyan, perfect pass up to Stern. It was covered, but no one got to the cover. And count the kill for Ryan Day. 22-12. Camden Cook will go back to serve. And Cook elevates, shoots it back to Hampton. Bryn Murray. Melville reaches high. That was at the ultimate extension of her leap. That was actually Brandt. Make sure I give credit where credit is due. And that will send Melville back to serve. Melville loads it up, takes it back to Harmon. Camden Cook pushed over. That's going to go right through Bryn Murray for the kill. Our next team's warming up in the wings here as Tori Castro gets set. Takes it down the line. Hampton shoots it into the stands for the ace, and we're at set point, match point for Faith Lutheran. Count the ace for Tori Castro. And Castro will try to finish it here. Middle back. New libero. I don't think that made it over the net. That's it, 25-13. The first match of the Desert Challenge for 2026 goes to the team from Las Vegas, the Faith Lutheran Crusaders. And they will both play tomorrow 2 more times. We'll be here on the Fan Sports Network for all the games tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. In the first set, Faith Lutheran 25-22. Second set, 25-20. Third set, 25-13. Faith Lutheran wins. I'm Herm Ellenboss. So long, everyone.